This story is related to my real life experience. A few days before my third birthday, I can't believe I still remember that. Can you imagine? Man, that was so many years ago. But anyway, my sister, the middle child, her name was Heidi. She was born in October. And then in December, my mom and dad were decorating the house for Christmas, just putting all kinds of decorations up. And inside, I just felt jealous. I was like, my sister stole my parents' attention with the baby. And I was like, let me see what I can get into. I'm so jealous. So I remember this very, very well. I was a handful as a kid. So we were decorating the Christmas tree, and I found these little tiny nativity set. It was just so little. It was Mary, Joseph, Jesus, different animals, and the nativity scene. It was just very, very little. And I saw the sheep there, and I was like, I broke it off. And I was like, it looked like a booger, a little booger in my nose. And I was like, I played around with it, and I was like, let me see if I can stick this up in my nose and make it look like a booger was hanging out. And I just, walked around, and accidentally, I was like, I took a big sniff, and I thought, oh no, it went down my nose. And I tried to pick it out, and it still wouldn't come out. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh no, my mom. I was like, Mom, I got something stuck in my nose. The sheep was stuck in my nose. My mom started panicking and freaking out. And my grandma, she lived next door. And I said, hey, Grandma. My grandma was a nurse. So my mom explained everything to my grandma, what was going on. My mom and my grandma and myself, and my baby sister, we went quickly, very, very sped to the hospital. And we tried to find, I remember leaning back on the table with my head up, and the doctor, going up in my nose with the utensil or the hospital tools, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh no, it's dangerous because it could go down into my lungs. And it would have been super dangerous and super scary. It was hard to see all the way back in there because it looked like a booger. The sheep looked like a booger, so it was hard to see in my nose. So anyway, the doctor couldn't help me, so we went to a bigger hospital, and they had an ENT on site, an ears, nose, and throat doctor on site at night in the ER. I don't know if it was actually an ER or I'm assuming it's the ER, but I can't remember. I remember laying back, and the different doctors and nurses were all in my face looking, I was just laying back, and all these machines everywhere, and there was 2 tubes, and they stuck it up my nostril to start sucking out all the mucus and drainage and put it in the machine so we could see anything go through the machine. And I still wasn't in there. It looked like maybe like snot colored. But I remember the doctor going, oh, listen. We can hear, the plastic going through into the like the drainage from the tube going back into the throat. We could hear that. So the machine turned off, found the sheep. Found the tiny sheep. So that's my story on how the sheep got plugged into my nose. Anyway, my mom, she used to have a baby book. I don't know if she still has it or whatnot, but my mom wrote detailed notes, and she's been saving all different things from my childhood, and she kept the little different things. So my mom the sheep little thing, she taped it into my baby book. So we would always have that memory. And when I open it and I look through, the sheep was right there in that book. So I was just silly as a little girl, but my parents made sure they paid attention to me from there on out.